Hello! Welcome back to another episode of Couch Potatoes. I'm one of your hosts, Sarah, joined by Jessica Silver.
Hi, Sarah.
Hi, Jess. How you doing?
I'm okay. How are you today?
I'm good. I'm very excited about this episode.
I know you are.
I'm a huge Gilmore Girls fan. Mm-hmm. Jess has never seen Gilmore Girls until now.
Until 48 hours ago.
So I forced her to watch the first two episodes, of season 1, episode 1 and 2.
Yes.
And Jess has some thoughts.
I have lots of thoughts. So Gilmore Girls premiered in the year 2000, ran for 7 seasons. So when we talked about doing this episode, you said, I don't understand how you've never seen this. This was in your prime. You know, obviously I was a teenager in 2000, I think. Yeah, I was definitely around. But then I just was like wondering what was I watching during the year 2000 and maybe early 2000s. So I just made a short list of what I was doing instead of watching the Gilmore Girls. So I was definitely watching the OC. Do you remember that show?
No. I know of the show. I've never seen the OC.
Oh, it's so good. Ryan Atwood, Marissa. Takes place in Orange County, California.
Okay, all right.
I was addicted to that show.
Okay.
Big Brother.
Yes.
I'm still a Big Brother fan to this day.
I'm not so much anymore, but I used to be, so I understand.
I loved that show. That came out in early 2000s. Bravo premiered in 2006, so, I'm a Bravo girly through and through. So I remember when The Real Housewives of Orange County premiered. I've watched every single episode of Housewives that ever has been on that channel. So I was really busy with that. Also, Friends came out. I mean, Friends came out like mid-90s, but that was when I was just finding Friends and watching it. So I was a big Friends person.
Yeah, it was 94 to 2004. I don't know why. I know that for some reason.
True Blood came out.
We're not going to watch it, but I recently watched True Blood for the first time. Recently, it has 7 seasons. I recently binged all of it. So
I remember when True Blood came out, I would drive to my friend's house on a Sunday night to watch it with her and her brother, and then I would drive home, obviously.
Yeah.
But that was such a big show. I remember all my friends were so obsessed with it. And then lastly, I remember the one show that my whole family was obsessed with, especially my mom and my brother, was X-Files.
Okay.
We watched that together. So I was over there.
So you missed out on the whole Gilmore Girls.
The whole thing. But I watched 2 episodes. What a show. What an interesting show.
Yeah. So I have some images here. So these are the central characters of the show.
Mom and Dad. I would say mom and dad, but that's mom and daughter.
Mom and daughter. For those who've not seen it, Lorelai Gilmore and her daughter, who's also actually named Lorelai Gilmore.
Right.
That goes by Rory.
Yep.
Rory. The first episode really sets it up, does it not?
Yeah. I mean, you understand where they are, what the situation is. I didn't really understand the first joke that was made. So Rory's coming into the coffee shop, and she says, I'm freezing. And I think she was going to get her coffee or something, but she said lip gloss.
Yeah.
I was like, what is that supposed to mean? Like, I didn't understand that at all. The theme song, all I have for my notes is, eh.
Oh. You don't, wait, Where You Lead?
Yeah.
You don't like that song?
It just doesn't seem catchy to me.
Interesting.
I feel like I know other shows' theme songs without ever having to watch the show. This one, I just don't. I was like, that's the theme song? Like, is it the same theme song for all 7 seasons?
Yes. Okay. but the first episode opens with a different. It opens with
There She Goes.
There She Goes.
Yes.
I like that. How about that?
I do enjoy that. I thought that was the theme song for a second, but no, it's just opening the opening scene of the whole of the first episode. But yeah, for the theme song, I did like the opening with There She Goes.
Okay.
Yeah, and we start with going into Luke's coffee shop. So obviously, I want to ask you more questions because you've already watched this show how many times?
At least 7.
7 times. So what is it about this show that keeps wanting you to watch it?
It's so interesting. So you mentioned Luke's central part of it. I mainly watch this show when I go to sleep, right? So I just kind of keep rewatching it. But it's just like a comfort show to me.
Yes.
I think it brings back a lot of memories because I used to watch with my father kind of thing. So it's that, but also like, I don't know, I really like the show. So you also mentioned, you didn't understand that first joke with the lip gloss and stuff.
Yeah.
one of the things the show is known for is like the banter between Lorelai, all the characters. Yeah,
I will say that I did giggle at least 5 times in 2 episodes. I was like, huh, that's funny, and giggled. But that first joke, I was like, what does the lip gloss have to do with freezing?
I don't think it does.
Just doesn't.
No.
Okay.
No, I think that's just kind of the joke in itself.
Right.
Yeah. But again, I think this show also holds a record for being like having the most amount of dialogue in like 45 minutes or something.
Yeah.
Like it just like has like really long script that they,
Yeah, the mother and the daughter, Lori, I cannot say
Lorelai?
that. I cannot say that. I was trying to say it last night and it doesn't come out for some reason. So the mother and daughter, Rory, the daughter, their banter, yes, I feel like that is very, not intense, but just very funny banter back and forth. But in my head, for some reason, I just kept being like, mothers and daughters don't talk to each other like this.
I mean, yeah. Here's the thing about their relationship. Again, you get this in the first episode. Rory is 16. Lorelai had Rory when she was 16.
Yes.
So I think that's why they're so close, right?
Right.
Because they're both, kind of still growing up together, right? And they just have that bond, I think.
Right.
I don't know if that's just why it's like that. It's also a TV show.
So we're going to say that the mother's 32 in this? Like this is, right, 16 plus 16?
Yeah.
Okay, I got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And you kind of get that with the first interaction with the guy in the coffee shop.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. So that just kind of sets, I think it sets the tone, like it's a playful tone, but also like kind of, this is where they're at.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was very shocked to see some of the people that are a part of this show. So let's get into the Melissa McCarthy of it all.
Yes.
Why are they portraying her as a ditz? Like she just is going to burn something. Like
I do have to say, I think throughout the series that she becomes less of that.
okay,
It
was a lot. It was a lot going on in the first episode with her. Like she banged people in the head with trays, and then she put the stove on fire.
Yeah.
Like I was like, really? We're making Melissa McCarthy to be a ditzy chef?
This was also like her. I don't know if it was her breakout role, but like I think this was like.
I never knew she was a part of Gilmore Girls.
Yeah.
Until she popped up on the screen. I was like, oh.
Yeah, it's one of her early roles, yeah. But I sometimes forget she's in it too. But yeah, she plays Sookie, the chef.
Yes.
Sookie?
Sookie. Yeah.
I get confused because it's Sookie in True Blood.
And it's, and what is it in Gilmore Girls?
I think it's Sookie.
Sookie.
I don't know.
But they spell it the same probably.
Yeah, but is she in this cast photo? Here's a cast photo from the 100th episode. There she is.
Oh, there she is.
She's next to Michelle, and these are not the actors' names, the characters behind Lane and her mom. And Jared Padalecki, by the way.
Who's that?
He plays Dean.
Oh, yes.
The Rory's, I guess, love interest, you would say.
Because he was going to the first school.
Yes.
But he doesn't show up in the second episode.
No, he doesn't. He returns. Okay. But Jared Padalecki, better known, probably most known for Supernatural.
Never seen that.
Okay, Supernatural's going on the list.
My best friend from home is she was so obsessed with Supernatural.
Yeah.
I never got into that show.
Yeah, I don't watch Supernatural.
Well, we'll do it.
Yeah, but no, you're right. There's Melissa McCarthy, there's Jared Padalecki, the grandparents or Lorelai's parents.
Yeah.
Do you know?
They looked familiar. I've seen them in movies, I think. No, I definitely have seen them both in movies.
So the father is Edward Herman, who I actually know him mostly from The Lost Boys from the 80s.
Okay, yeah.
He played the main vampire guy, love interest to the mom in The Lost Boys.
Gotcha. I don't think I've seen The Lost Boys. Was that
in the 80s?
Yeah, no,
like
I haven't
83.
seen those.
Okay, Jess hasn't seen The Lost Boys. Jess hasn't seen Supernatural.
But yet I am the program director.
Yeah, she's the program director. I think it's a good spot. We'll take our first break right here. Thanks for watching Couch Potatoes. We'll be right back. Hello, welcome back to Couch Potatoes. We are talking about Gilmore Girls today. I'm so excited.
You are so excited.
I think one other thing we need to mention is, this takes place in a fictional town called Stars Hollow in Connecticut. This is a photo of not that, but this is of New Milford, Connecticut, which I think Stars Hollow is kind of based off of. But Stars Hollow mostly from the gazebo, and this gazebo looks very much like the gazebo at Stars Hollow.
Yeah.
In the first couple episodes, it really brings you around town. You meet Luke at Luke's coffee shop. You meet Miss Patty.
Yeah.
You go in front of Stars Hollow High. That's where we've seen Dean. We go to Lane's house. Lane is, of course, Rory's best friend. And we meet her mother, Mrs. Kim, who's very...
A hoarder.
She's
or is that a store?
It's an antique shop.
Okay. That's what I thought it was.
She owns an antique shop.
Okay.
But Miss Kim is very... wants the best for, specific things for Lane, and I think in the second episode we meet Babette, who is Lorelai's neighbor.
Wait, let me see if I wrote that down.
I think she's in one scene. She calls Lorelai home. Oh, she calls Lorelai home because her mom tried to install internet.
Oh, the DSL.
Yeah, the DSL.
Yes.
Which, funny story, the DSL guy that comes out, she calls him I forgot what she calls him, but he later becomes kind of a main character around town named Kirk.
Okay.
But in the first episode or whatever, the first time you see him, that's not the name he goes by. Maybe he says his name's Barry or something. But
interesting.
They later change his name to Kirk, and he becomes more of a central character too.
Huh. I did not. Okay. I only saw the first two. I need to ask.
Yes.
What is the deal with the parents? Because she wants no help from them whatsoever.
Yeah.
And I also want to get into the father of it all because where's he? But they portray Grandma Gilmore over there. I forgot what her name is. But
Emily.
Lorelai, whatever you pronounce it. She wants nothing to do with mommy.
Yeah.
And why? What you've watched all 7. So do they explain later on what the issue is between her and her parents?
I mean they kind of get into it in the first 2. I mean maybe a little subtle, but basically again it was Lorelai got pregnant at 16 with Rory, and they are obviously they're obviously well off. They're a well off family.
They're rich.
Exactly. And I think they kind of, they were disappointed in Lorelai about that. And I just think, they mentioned it, I don't think they, shunned her and were, kicked her out or anything, Lorelai, but I think they were oh, you're pregnant, you have to marry the father, and they didn't want to do that.
Right.
And I think because of that, Lorelai went off on her own. I think that's what happened.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I was girl, take the money. Just take what she wants to buy, Rory. Just take it.
I know. So, yeah, there's that dynamic, too, that, again, is throughout the entire series. And you do meet Christopher is Rory's father, and Christopher does make appearances in later seasons.
I was going to ask, so the father comes back through as the series progresses?
Yes.
Okay.
I will not get into what happens, but yes, he's around.
It's been out for 26 years. I would
Do you
hope.
Want spoilers?
I do. I don't know if I'll continue watching this.
You should.
Because maybe for the fall, because when I mentioned it to a few friends, they said, "Oh, I've heard that's a fall show you really should start." You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because it was giving fall vibes.
It gives fall vibes. Well, because it also, that's when it starts. It starts in, September, October.
Right.
But it goes through all the seasons.
Okay.
Which you clearly see, but it does start in the fall. So it is a very fall vibe show. Lorelai does this thing when it starts snowing.
Lorelai. I cannot. Lorelai. I can't say it. Sorry, keep going.
Lorelai does this thing where it starts snowing that she's like, I smell snow, and then it'll start snowing.
Really?
Yeah.
All happens once or all the time?
It's in a few times. She does that. But, anyway, so it goes through all the seasons. But, no, it is a very fall vibe show.
Yeah.
I would agree.
So, I'll see how I feel in the fall.
Try again in the fall.
I didn't hate it.
Yeah.
It just gives very early 2000 vibes with the CD references, which, by the way, I still have that Macy Gray. I still have that CD.
I think one of my favorite things from the pilot was when Rory plays the Macy Gray CD, I Try, of course.
Yes.
And then, because her and Lorelai had a fight about her not wanting to go to Chilton.
Right.
Because,
By the way, I did not understand whether or not Rory really wanted to go there or if her mother was pushing her to go to that school. But I think in episode 2, she kind of confirms that Rory was the one that wanted to go.
Yeah, because so Rory's smart, obviously.
Yeah.
She wants to go to Harvard, so she's like, if I go to Stars Hollow High, that's not going to help me, right?
Right.
So she's like, so she gets into this private school, Chilton, and she meets Dean, and then is like, maybe I don't want to go, and Lorelai's like, you're going.
Oh, been there, girl.
Yeah,
Been there.
and that's what the whole fight was. Lorelai's like, you're me, like.
Yeah.
She's like, chasing boys, like, I've done that, and look what happened, so.
I'm going to say something about the mother.
Okay.
She annoyed me. Like, annoyed me in just the first 2 episodes.
Okay.
I don't know what it was, but there's something about her that I looked at my notes, all in caps, annoys me. I don't know what it is. I feel like the disrespect towards her mother. But then again, obviously, if that's the case with her getting pregnant so early, then I understand that.
Yeah.
But, like, just let your daughter live, too, at the same time, like, wherever she wants to go. But for some reason, the second episode where you mean to tell me you tried so hard to get your daughter into this school, we had a whole episode about it, talking about how she's going to get in, and then you sleep in, you don't set your alarm to get your daughter to said school.
Okay, her alarm didn't go off.
Okay,
but still, it's a mess.
You asked money from your parents to get her into this school, and then you basically blow up the day because you didn't set your alarm or didn't wake up or whatever the deal was.
Yeah.
It just annoyed me. I don't know what. Throughout the entire episode, too, that's when I finally decided, okay, she already annoys me.
Yeah.
Everyone else I thought was great.
Yeah.
But her annoys me.
Okay,
Sorry.
all right. I mean, yeah.
I don't think it's a popular opinion, but sorry.
I don't know if that's popular opinion. But no, it's very much like, she was going to go pick up her dry cleaning. You're telling me she had no laundry.
Absolutely none.
And then she had to wear the outfit she wore, which was like Daisy Duke shorts and a pink shirt.
But again, you like have a whole fight with your daughter about going to the school.
Yeah.
And then you oversleep the day you're supposed to get her there.
Yeah. I mean,
Girl,
some things happen. Some things happen,
Ugh.
But yeah, I think, and then also like talking about overreaching, but again, Emily Gilmore, her mom, shows up in the headmaster's office.
Right, which I was like,
unannounced. Yeah, right.
I was like, oh, what are you doing here?
Yeah.
And apparently she's besties with everybody.
Yes, because, she's high society, right? So like she knows everyone.
Right.
And so Lorelai's like, what are you doing?
Right.
And she's like, well, if I'm paying for Rory's education,
I should be here for her first day.
And
also, what a horrible first day Rory has at this private school.
Chilton, yeah.
Chilton, I can't remember.
Yeah, so you kind of meet Paris, who's one of the main, and then her two friends who kind of like look at her file and stuff beforehand.
I know they're very stressing out whether or not she's going to try it for the paper.
Yes,
like this
Rory's going for journalism, so she's trying out for the paper.
Exactly.
But Paris does become a central character throughout the entire series too.
Do they ever become friendly with each other?
Yes.
Wow.
They do.
Wow.
They do become friends. Yep. I don't know how much spoilers I want to give you. Well, you're not gonna watch it, but they end up going to the same college too, and
oh wow,
they are roommates.
Wow.
Yeah, so they're like
they come full
BFFs.
circle.
They come full circle. Yeah.
I was very, very surprised to see a really young Chad Michael Murray.
Yes, Chad Michael Murray.
Here's the thing. After I saw him, I then looked up all his films and what I can remember him from, because he definitely was on my bedroom walls, but I don't remember seeing him in anything.
Yeah.
And then when I Googled him, it said he was best known for One Tree Hill, which I never saw that either. Yeah. But he kept calling her Mary throughout the entire thing. And I'm like, why does he keep doing that? Like, what is the deal? And then obviously we learn at the end why he's calling her Mary the whole time.
Yeah.
But
he's actually the worst.
He is.
He's not a good character.
So I'm going to assume, if I can remember correctly from the show, I assume Rory has some type of two love interests. Is it two love interests at the same time?
Yeah. At times she has multiple love interests. Yeah.
Okay. So is Chad Michael Murray ever one of them or no?
Not really, because he's not great.
Gotcha.
But he is definitely interested in her.
He was so weird. Like when he was backing up in the hallway with her and she was asking for notes, or he offered her notes. He was being very weird. I was like, this is strange.
Yeah. High schoolers. Yeah. But no, Rory, at this point in time, I don't know if it was made clear, like Rory, she has never had a boyfriend.
Right.
Like she's never been kissed before. So like she's also just like, what are you doing,
Right.
So, and it also comes back to like her mom doesn't want her to end up like her. And I don't
Right.
think she wants to end up like her mom.
Right.
You know, kind of that situation.
Well, she has plans for Harvard, girl.
Exactly.
She's going.
She's going to Harvard. That's where she's going.
Does she end up at Harvard? Is that too much of a spoiler to tell me?
No, I can tell you. Right after this break here on Couch Potatoes, we'll be right back. Hello, welcome back to Couch Potatoes. We're talking about Gilmore Girls and how Jess thinks Lorelai's annoying.
So annoying. I mean, I'm sure if I kept watching it, she
Yeah.
wouldn't annoy me. I don't know. I have a really hard time of watching something and not comparing it to my own life.
Yeah.
So, like, me and my mother would never talk to each other like that. She would never be pestering me about a boy. She just would leave it alone.
Yeah. They're just so close, you know?
I guess. Good for
Yeah.
them.
Yeah. Before the break, you asked me if Rory ever ends up at Harvard.
Yes.
And she goes to Yale.
Oh. Curveball.
Still a really good school. Her grandfather, Richard Gilmore, also went to Yale.
Oh.
And Paris goes to Yale with her.
Wow.
So I think Rory, does get into Harvard, but chooses to go to Yale.
Because of grandpapa or because it's a better school or a better program?
Yeah, I think it's a mixture of things, you know. And then Paris actually doesn't get into Harvard and is absolutely devastated.
But gets into Yale.
But gets into Yale.
Wow.
Yeah.
I wish I had those problems.
Any Ivy League schools.
Seriously.
But yeah, I mean, I don't know. Any other thoughts? I mean, you haven't really delved deep into it.
I mean, I've come a long way. I've watched 2 episodes. I mean, like I said, I'll see if I can fit this into my busy schedule of watching. I did enjoy it. I do think it's a good show. I do think that if you are a young lady who is in that high school era going into college, probably is a good show to watch.
Mm-hmm.
You know, there's always a comfort show to watch just so you can relate in your own life and what's
Yeah.
happening. So I do think it's a good show like that to watch. You know, like I said, I did giggle a bunch. The harp player, too. I forgot to mention that.
The harp player.
She made me giggle a few times.
The harp player doesn't stick around.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's sad.
I don't know if she ever really comes back, but yeah, she doesn't stay around for long. And there's, you know, the first episode definitely gives away a lot of like what is to come because I don't know if you mentioned this, but Lorelai and Sookie want to open their own inn,
Yes. Yep.
which they eventually do.
Oh, good for them.
Yeah,
Does
you know.
Melissa McCarthy burn that down?
No, but
Does she start any fires there?
so the Independence Inn where they are now actually burns down. That's why
From her?
No, not from her.
From something else?
But that's why she wants to.
Wow.
Yeah, that's kind of gets them to throw them in. Yeah, I don't know
That's
if it
so-
burns down. There's a fire at least. So
But not started by Sookie.
I don't think so.
Wow.
That'd be devastating if it was.
Yeah.
But no, I don't think so. But yeah, so it's a lot of tidbits in there of what is to come. You know.
Yeah.
Mentions of Christopher. You see the father. You know. Luke.
I assume becomes a love interest for Lorelai.
Lorelai.
Whatever.
Jess cannot say Lorelai.
I can't. And she annoys me, so whatever.
She does. The banter between Lorelai and Luke, I love.
Yeah, and he's obsessed with how much coffee they're consuming.
Yeah, so that's a central point too, is how much coffee they drink.
So that continues throughout all 7 seasons.
Yes.
What
yeah.
is the obsession with him telling them to stop? Is it?
It's not good for
But
them.
aren't they going to his business?
Yeah. I don't know. They're friends. and Luke's also big. Like, he has a giant sign that says no cell phones.
Yes.
And then just points at it every time someone's on a cell phone. He doesn't actually enforce it, really. But yeah, there's, a lot of things to come. Luke's nephew lives with him in a few seasons.
Okay.
Comes a love interest for our good friend Rory. Rory meets someone at Yale. There's I say Rory has 3 main love interests throughout the entire series.
And does she pick one at the end, or does she just end up with herself? Or
That's a good question because I think at the end of the regular series she ends up by herself. But I don't know if you know, they actually in 2016 did a revival. Gilmore
I almost
Girls,
clicked on that to watch.
Yep, A Year in the Life. And it's 4 movie-length episodes from 2016.
Did you watch that? Obviously.
Obviously.
Did you enjoy those?
So I did. And it brings back a lot of, the characters that were from the original series. And So big spoiler at the end. I don't think I'm going to give it away of the year in the life, but in the series, she is seeing one of the guys she was with in the original series.
Oh, the revival.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
in the revival, she was is seeing one of the guys from the original series.
Gotcha.
So, very interesting.
Gotcha.
Very interesting.
And you're on your 7th rewatch of this show.
I haven't counted, but
Do you also rewatch the revival with it as well?
I'm going to, yeah. I haven't in a while, but I definitely should. I feel like the revival, again, I've seen less of, but I should definitely watch more of it.
Right.
Yeah. So, I know. I love the show with my whole heart. I was just going to say, just Lorelai, as she is now, is the same throughout the entire series.
That
so
annoying.
if you think she's annoying now, yeah. Well, it's just she talks a lot, right? The banter, and, she just, they get a dog at one point.
Oh, maybe I'll just watch it for that.
Yeah.
What kind of dog?
It's really fluffy. They name him Paul Anka,
Okay.
after the singer, Paul Anka.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's one of those really, long-haired, fluffy dogs. I'll show you a photo.
Okay.
I'll show you the photo after. But, yeah. But any final thoughts from you?
So I would say it was a good pick. I did enjoy it. Like I said, I did giggle. She annoys me a lot, but I don't know. We'll see where I'm at in the fall mentally, and if I want to continue watching, I will let you know.
Maybe we'll revisit.
But not now. I can say I've seen an episode of Gilmore Girls.
You've seen two?
Two.
Two episodes of Gilmore Girls.
now.
And that'll do it here for our second episode of Couch Potatoes.
Yay.
Thank you for joining us today, and we'll catch you on the next episode.
Bye.
Bye.